Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Understanding and addressing the conflict between Israel and Gaza is a complex and highly important challenge in the current geopolitical scene. This conflict, rooted in a long history of tensions and territorial disputes, has generated human suffering, international politics and debates around the world. In this video, we will explore in depth the historical roots, recent events, and implications of this ever-evolving conflict. Introduction: The conflict between Israel and Gaza goes back decades, with deep historical roots in the creation of the State of Israel in 1948 and the subsequent Arab-Israeli War. Since then, the region has been the scene of multiple conflicts, tensions and cycles of violence that have left an indelible mark on the population and international politics. History of the conflict: To fully understand the current conflict, it is essential to explore its history. We will analyze key events, such as the 1967 War and the Yom Kippur War in 1973, Six-Day War 1967. In 1967, Israel faced its Arab neighbors in a conflict that lasted only 6 days, but had a lasting impact. Israel gained key territories, including East Jerusalem, the West Bank and the Sinai Peninsula, in a war that changed borders and regional dynamics in the Middle East. Yom Kippur War 1973. The Yom Kippur War in 1973 was a conflict in which Egypt and Syria surprisingly attacked Israel during the holy day of Yom Kippur. Despite its initial surprise, Israel resisted and ultimately prevailed, but the war had important political and strategic implications in the region and in international diplomacy. We will examine the Oslo peace process in the 1990s and how it impacted the current situation. The Oslo peace process in the 1990s was a set of historic agreements between Israel and the Palestine Liberation Organization (PLO) that sought to resolve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. These agreements laid the foundation for Palestinian autonomy in parts of the West Bank and Gaza, marking a milestone in the quest for peace in the region. Roots of the conflict: The roots of the conflict are deep and complex and involve religious, cultural and political aspects. The fight over land and sovereignty in Jerusalem is a conflict rooted in religious, cultural and political issues, tensions surrounding this holy city, which is a place of great significance for Jews, Christians and Muslims. Disputes over the control and administration of Jerusalem continue to be a key point in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and an international concern. Recent events: The conflict between Israel and Gaza has been cyclical, with outbreaks of violence followed by fragile truces. Like the conflict of 2021, the 2021 conflict between Israel and Gaza had deep roots in historical tensions and recent triggers. The causes include territorial disputes, clashes in Jerusalem, and the blockade of Gaza. The consequences were devastating, with loss of life, destruction and an urgent need for dialogue and sustainable solution. Actors and dynamics: To better understand the conflict, we will identify the key players in the region, such as Israel, Hamas which rules Gaza, the Palestinian Authority, and other political groups. The influence of external actors, such as the United States, Iran and neighboring Arab countries, plays a significant role in the conflict and peace efforts in the Israel and Gaza region. Their policies, financial and diplomatic support, as well as their strategic alliances, have a crucial impact on the dynamics of the conflict and on attempts to seek a sustainable solution. Human pain and suffering: It is essential to recognize the human suffering caused by the conflict. The Israeli population faces significant challenges due to the constant rocket threat. This includes the need to maintain early warning systems, bomb shelters and evacuation plans, as well as dealing with the psychological impact of living under constant risk of attack. Perspectives and solutions: The prospects and solutions for the conflict in Israel and Gaza are varied and challenging. While some voices advocate a two-state solution, others consider alternatives such as a confederation or a single state. These perspectives differ in focus, but all seek peace and stability in the region. When addressing these perspectives, it is essential to consider obstacles and challenges to the implementation of any durable solution. Global impact: The conflict in Israel and Gaza has a significant global impact on international politics, diplomatic relations and regional security. This impact is manifested in the influence of international actors, the unmobilization of the global community in search of solutions and the implications for stability in the Middle East. Conclusion: The conflict in Israel and Gaza is a critically important issue that deserves in-depth analysis for a comprehensive and balanced view of the complex dynamics and challenges associated with this historic conflict. Our hope is to foster greater understanding and promote constructive dialogue in pursuit of lasting peace in the region. If you like this content, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time.